Hey, I'm Max.
And I'm Kyle.
Welcome to RoadHeads. So we here at RoadHeads really like cars, and we also really happen to like movies a lot.
Yeah, and car culture and movie culture are two separate things, but you know, sometimes they tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, movies have really given us some of those iconic cars of all time. Like you got the DeLorean from Back to the Future, you got Ecto-1, you've got fucking Mustang from Bullitt. I mean, it's classic. I think, honestly, one of the most overlooked cars that is equally iconic is the Wrangler from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, the Wrangler from that movie is like one of the most perfect intersection between the two cultures because people really love Jurassic Park and people really love Jeeps.
Yeah, and in fact, there's an entire community of people dedicated to turning their Wranglers into replicas of the one from Jurassic Park.
One of the members of this community lives not too far from here, so we decided to travel down to Orange County and talk to SoCal Steve.
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god, fucking dinosaurs, holy shit, what the fuck?
So this is a 95 YJ. It's a replica of the Jurassic Park Jeep you see in the original Jurassic Park movie.
So you must like Jurassic Park then, huh?
It's a good movie. It's a good classic. I mean, I'm more of a Tron fan than I am a Jurassic Park fan, but I mean, this movie's still fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not driving around on a light cycle, so I'm assuming there's a reason you're in this thing and not. But this is like an entry-level movie car.
It really is, yeah.
Cool. What came first, the idea that you wanted a movie car, or did you want a Jeep and then decide, oh, well, maybe I'll paint it like Jurassic Park?
I actually had a buddy who had a DeLorean who said, hey, why don't you build a Jurassic Park Jeep? And instantly the idea appealed to me. And so I just said, well, let's start doing the research. And a couple months later, I figured out what I wanted and what it was going to take and just jumped in with both feet at that point.
So when did you start the build on this Jeep? When did all this come together?
So I bought it July 4th, 2 years ago. So it was 2013. Sat on it for most of the first year, just did a lot of research. And then I just started sanding the Jeep. Spent probably 6 months hand sanded the entire Jeep, so there's no power tools whatsoever. And then started painting it. Took me about a month to get the whole paint job done. And then I debuted it on his first birthday, basically. We had 2 Jeeps that were done at the same time. We had a little celebration for that.
So you guys actually have a little community of people who convert their Jeeps into Jurassic Park themed vehicles?
We have the Jurassic Park Jeep forum. We also have the Jurassic Park Motor Pool on Facebook. So we're always there willing to help out and give advice. We had heard that Universal came onto our forum and looked up our specs because the actual Jurassic Park Jeeps that are at Universal are, you know, they've been repainted a bunch of times, they don't have door stickers anymore. They're really not true to the original form. So in order to get a good, accurate movie vehicle, they would have had to do a lot of research. We already had that done for them, so they came onto our site, they borrowed our information, and I think they did a great job recreating those Jeeps.
So would you consider yourself a Jeep guy or a Jurassic Park guy, if you had to choose?
Probably a Jurassic Park guy. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy off-roading, but really I enjoy just driving my Jurassic Park Jeep.
And I'm sure with a car like this, I mean, every day you're committed to being a Jurassic Park icon.
Yeah, when you have a Jurassic Park Jeep, the one thing you have to realize is that when you go places, you have to plan a couple extra minutes because you never know when somebody's gonna wanna stop, take a picture, whatnot. And even if they don't, on your commute, when you wanna get off on your exit, there's gonna be a guy sitting just in your blind spot taking photos. And you know, a 4-cylinder, you can't speed up and get around them. If you hit your brakes, they're gonna slow down too because they still want that photo. So you have to plan on, you know, taking an extra couple exits or whatnot. But
This is also your daily driver, right?
yes. So I have a Lotus as well, and that was my daily driver, and this was my part-time because I was getting way better gas mileage on that than I was in the Jeep.
Yeah, well, this is just a little 4-cylinder, isn't it?
Yes.
Jeep in the movie was a 6.
6-cylinder.
88 was not a number from Jurassic Park.
No. My buddy who had the DeLorean is the one that came up with the idea of building a Jurassic Park Jeep, and I felt that 88 would be a good number to, you know, because I'm a fan of DeLoreans as well, and Back to the Future, 88 miles per hour. And I figured, you know, if I had a DeLorean, the place I'd want to go is back to the line of dinosaurs and check them out for real.
Back to time, yeah.
So 88 was a good number.
If you take a real close look at the car, you'll see a few blemishes here and there, but you know, it's a Jeep, so it kind of almost doesn't really matter. You know, people
Exactly.
just love it anyway.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a cool experience. It's not your typical Jeep, obviously.
Definitely, and I mean, I've been in plenty of Jeeps before and never gotten that many looks. Definitely, and I think that's part of the appeal with this kind of car.
Yeah, and you know, there's not much mechanically that's crazy about it, you know. It's just a 95 Jeep.
But there's something about it where people see it and they just look at you and they take pictures, and it's like it's like looking at Jeff Goldblum walking down the street, because as soon as you see this car, you know it's cool because it's classic, it's famous.
Yeah, and you got cool people in it too, right?
Yeah, that's
Speaking
true.
of which, you know what else is cool? Beer. So what do you have today?
Oh, well, today I'm drinking Ninkasi's Tricera hops.
Only fitting, and also fitting is the Great Lake IPA by Belching Beaver.
Well, wait a second. What does that have to do with dinosaurs?
Well, let's back up a second. Jurassic Park was filmed in Hawaii, so I figured, you know, pineapple, stereotype, Hawaii.
True.
Let's drink.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Anyway, we're the RoadHeads.
Thanks for coming.
See you next time.